It's just you and me against the world now, Tycho. But there isn't anyone I'd rather have by my side. And welcome back to Let's Play the Citadel. Despite what I just said, I realize that I haven't really shown this off. Tycho, completely immune to gunfire. He just takes that with his perpetual smile. He's a chill guy like that. But last time, unfortunately, we had to slay Lysander. Now, we must continue on and see what other angels approach us when we get into Act 5. Blood and Fire. After some very action-packed levels, the Citadel slows down a little bit, and there's a lot more contemplative piano pieces in the soundtrack, or just general downbeat songs for you to listen to, in order to actually stop and think about the carnage you're inflicting on people. Such as this. We now have the narrow choke mod for the blunderbuss, making it quite good for these encounters in hallways, so just take these enemies out, and yeah, they just explode into a pile of intestines. I think I see a kidney in there. Ooh, boy. Just gives you the heebie-jeebies, doesn't it? Sorry about that. Ooh, okay, I'm not really sorry. We kind of have to do this regardless, so just get out of my way. We got this guy right here. Obviously, we want to bust out our laser gun. Good stuff, good stuff. Anyways, there isn't really any level of... fresh auto rifle there. Good for us, good for us. There isn't really any level that's as intense or as action-packed as there was previously in Act 4, but there's still some interesting levels left to see nonetheless. We'll just take this opportunity to fry those people and then get this guy caught out with the laser cannon. There we go. Quite effective. Yeah, if you've got the energy cells to burn, very good to use on these elite acolytes here. I should probably, use the weapon wheel to switch to the blunderbuss, honestly. Sounds like we got something flying around out there. So take all these out. You're not getting much over me, buddy. Thankfully, due to that Juggernaut armor that we purchased from Tycho, we're quite set to take a ton of damage here. I believe we have to drop down now. Let's, ooh, that was rough. Luckily, not too bad. Still got a decent bit of my armor left. Could have handled that a bit better. Hey, some more satchel charges. Always glad to see more of those. Let's just shoot our way through here and get the yellow key card. Yeah, there's never really a consistent ordering to what key card you get first, or if even a level has all the key cards, and that can annoy you if you let those kind of things get to you. I believe there is a there's a pattern buffer around here somewhere. Ooh. There goes my Juggernaut armor. Thankfully, Tycho is right here, letting me buy a fresh one. Any new weapons? There are a couple weapons we have not yet gotten in the game that I would like to show off, but I do know there are free pickups for them later. I was just interested if we could get them a little bit earlier from Tycho. Let's hit this switch over here, and this will activate, I was just a de-torsoed corpse there. It activates this lift here, allows us to get up here, get a bunch of SSM launchers, so you can probably guess what's going to be heading our way soon. Let me duck here to give myself a little bit more cover, and then take some precise blunderbuss shots. As you can see, the narrow choke makes the blunderbuss much more effective at medium ranges. Just absolutely gives people, because all the pellets now hit them. We'll take a precise double jump over here, and now we can just quickly sprint and jump over here, get the green key card. There we go. Save yourself a little bit of walking by taking these jumps over the drop-downs. Whoa, hello! That was a little close there. I'm gonna preemptively take out my flash launcher and just load it up real quick. We've got another flying vehicle there. Whoa, that was pretty loud in my ears, actually. The explosion effects in this game can get quite loud. Luckily for you, I dropped the audio gain on the game audio quite a bit before I get into recording. There we go. Little sniper shotgun action there. Like I said before, the blunderbuss doesn't have iron sight shooting, so it doesn't exactly help that much with your aim to hold down the right mouse click, but sometimes it can help line up the shots a little bit better. Some more SSM launcher rounds here if you did not have enough to take out the plane previously, or if you just happen to whiff all your shots, which does happen to me sometimes. The hitboxes for the vehicle enemies in this game can be a little weird. Hey, is that a free chain gun over there? Score. Okay, and I heard somebody. We'll use the shock hammer for some flavor here. Just even more effective at close ranges. Not quite as effective as at long ranges, though. What we got over here? Then do a quick lean. All right. Who's up next? I see a big vehicle enemy over there, so what we're gonna do, just throw those out, let them get a little closer. There we go. Pay attention to their position on the minimap to know when to hit the detonator. And with that, we are done with this first level. Next up, we got the Infested Catacomb, and this is pretty much just Nightmare Fuel 2. This is another level with a lot of destructible walls that allows you to meteor your pace through the level. We also get another free Hyper Blaster here, if you've been eager to use one of them. We've got tons of Xenomorph blobs here, but you gotta be careful because there are also some elite acolytes mixed in. It can be pretty unfortunate if you let yourself get caught out and they happen to empty a plasma caster into your back. Get out of my way. Bunch of chain gun ammo here. Now this is the level that contains the location of our next secret level. Normally we have to wrap around. I think it's to that one that's just to the left of the starting point, but there is also another entrance behind a destructible wall that we want to work our way towards, so that's where I'm going to be heading. This level's pretty much the same length either way, regardless of which exit you decide to take, but there are more upgrades waiting for us in the bonus level, so may as well. You know, it's nice to see we've got these smaller enemies that don't explode into giant piles of viscera. There's a few supplies in here, along with the Xenomorph blobs, of course. The energy cells are quite useful. I could use some more of those. Haven't run into any elite acolytes yet, which I'm kind of thankful for, personally. Let's see what we got behind here. More of these guys. Our Hyper Blaster is getting a little low on ammo, but hey, we're just having some fun with it. There you are. As you can see, the Hyper Blaster isn't that much more effective. I knew something had snuck up on me. Hate it when I just, Hyper Blaster is gone. Let's get out our blunderbuss and have some fun with that. Okay, let me check the map again and see which way I want to turn. Actually, we could just go straight and then hang a left. Alright, that works out for me. But be careful, because there are now going to be more elite acolytes hanging around here. So I want to take things nice and calm. I'm having trouble hitting these Xenomorph blobs. It's a bit easier to hit them with high rate of fire weapons. I see somebody working around over there. Just another Xenomorph blob. Absolute ton of enemies here, so this is the kind of thing that the chain gun is made for. Let's whip this sucker out and just unload into here. The elite acolyte's very vulnerable to the chain gun. Stun locks them very well and kills them pretty quickly, especially if you can line up the headshots. One thing that I didn't mention about the sprint booster, in addition to allowing us to fire guns while sprinting, it also allows us to reload them while sprinting, which is definitely the way more useful effect of that upgrade, in my personal opinion. Over here is the destructible wall. Blast this open, get an extra life if you had any open spaces in your stock, and we get into the next bonus mission. Alright, deadly simple. And it is, indeed, deadly simple. Get your chain gun loaded and get ready, because we're going to have a ton of enemies coming our way as soon as we hit the switch. As you can see, we got tons of elite acolytes over here. We've got a ton of flame troopers. They're not as vulnerable to the chain gun as they are to the auto rifle's alt fire, but oh! Yeah, you definitely want to keep moving. I wanted to see how effective the chain gun would be, and it was not very. I think it's smarter to actually stick to the auto rifle here. Let me just take a quick stock of the amount of energy cells I have on hand. Let's see. Got 262. That should be enough. Let's just immediately take out one of these guys, then back up and create some distance between us and the rest of them. There's also some SSM launcher rounds if you want those to help take out some of these guys. Okay. Got a bunch of those flame troopers. Now it should just be the elites that we have to take out. Take that one out. There we go. Yeah, you die fast against flame troopers, especially once your juggernaut armor has been depleted. Like they... Oh my god! Yeah, do not let yourself get overconfident here. You can die quite quickly. And of course my chain gun is jamming immediately. Let's go over here and get some of these supplies. We'll eat some food in order to keep ourselves topped off. And now, we just got this one guy. Okay, there we go. Now, the actual goal of this level is not to kill those guys, though obviously it makes things a lot simpler if you do that. Let's just go around and collect some of these supplies. You probably noticed there's some enemies on the outer side of the area. We need to go around and hit most of these switches. Just pop all of these real quick. And then, once we hit all of them, in the center, a new switch will open up, and I am actually going to take this opportunity to preemptively just detonator up this area. Let's hit this. Here comes that guy. Whoop. And we're going to take out my blunderbuss. There we go. Yeah, just I want to use the weapon wheel there. Over here, we've got a new weapon. The Redeemer, I think that's it. Yeah, the Redeemer. This is kind of the ultimate weapon of the game. Its basic fire is a triple energy shot spread, and when you hit enemies with it, well, usually... is there anyone else left to kill, actually? Or did I... no, there's somebody floating around over there. The middle mouse button does a single shot, the left click does a triple shot. And you get a horrifying scream when you kill people with it. That's what I was trying to show off. Anyways, we want to hit this switch over here. And I think that opens up the exit to the level. Yes, it does. Let's grab this energy cell and this money before we go down, and let's get our next upgrade. We get the Infinity Backpack. Now we can hold as much ammunition as we want. And this is quite good for all that submachine gun ammo we're getting. Can sell that to Tycho. So, next level, Brimstone. I'll mess around with the Redeemer for a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of this weapon. I don't really think it's that great, but, you know, we went through the effort of getting it. Eventually, towards the very end of the game, Tycho will also sell this. I would be careful about using this weapon too much, though. It does have a tendency to crash the game if you shock too many enemies at once with it. Oh my god. Just absolutely horrifying. There we go. Although it is less visceral, technically. Anyways, got another trooper heading over here, and I've just about had my fun with the Redeemer, and also that scream just unnerves me, so we'll blast a few more people with it. If I can hit them. Luckily, it has very little sway and recoil, so it's quite easy to do distance shooting when you're not nervous. And with that, I think we're good with that. We'll switch over to the tried and true blunderbuss again. Only blood bag up there. No sense in not doing that when we're taking a little bit of damage. But Brimstone, not a super complicated level. I am appreciative that the variable choke mod for the blunderbuss just came at the absolute right time for all these enemies that are just basically teed up for us to blast them with it. Lots of narrow hallways to work our way through here. There we go. Not too difficult to take out that elite when we get the drop on them. Always be careful, you never know what's around the corner. Well, you do if you memorize the enemy spawns, but I have not, so that'll make things a little bit more interesting. There we go. And you. Okay. Can buy some more food here if you so desire, but I don't really care to. At this point, Tycho is selling every kind of supply, so when you find him, you can get him for a little bit cheaper on hard difficulty supplies. Oh. Was out of ammo there. Getting a little too eager in all the shooting. You should always just mash the R key whenever you kill something with the blunderbuss. Just immediately get it reloaded. Got a bunch of enemies coming down this way. Acolytes, rifle troopers. There we go. Let's just check out this door over here. I think there's a few supplies over here. We can also, hey, a pattern buffer. We can also hold infinite amount of grenades, infinite amount of energy cells. The Infinity Backpack is just a tremendous upgrade to our supply economy here. Now we don't have to worry about missing any supplies that we get when we grab them along the way. Can get infinite shotgun shells, really. Over here, we've got a vent. Been a while since we've seen one of these. Just leads to a submachine gun, but hey, now we can hold infinite submachine gun ammo, so now we've got even more to sell off to Tycho when we see him again. Let's just blow that grenadier up. Ooh, ow. They actually... oh god! They actually got a couple grenades past me. There we go. With any other gun, getting the blunderbuss pellets into the head does a lot more damage than just repeatedly tagging with body shots, so you don't want to completely forego your aim when dealing with tougher enemies. There we go. I am noticing, the reason I was having so much difficulty with the shotgun troopers in the entryway bonus level in the last act is there's actually two varieties of them. I'm noticing that some of them have high-powered rifles that instead launch very damaging rounds towards you without any spread for them. That's a nice and short level. Act 5 has been pretty breezy so far, but that will change with this next level. Here we go, Fortress. This place is huge and loaded with people posted on the rooftops to shoot at you while you're just trying to get your bearings with everything else. Let's get these SSM rounds, let's get our replacement whale gun here, and let's get ready to fight. The whale gun is quite useful starting out here. We'll take out these troopers right here, and the sound of that will attract more enemies to us. I actually do want to switch over to the shock hammer real quick, just to quickly dispatch these enemies. Then we will back up, get right back to the whale gun, and if I can see through all the viscera here. We can get these enemies taken out. There are tons of enemies posted around the fortress, and the whale gun shots will send them running. Got a couple turrets over here. There are 3 turrets in a row, so you don't want to advance too quickly. You want to make sure that you get all of them. Oh, there we go. We got more rifle or high-powered rifle troopers. I'm trying to find a better way to differentiate those troopers, because obviously I've been calling the ones with the auto rifle the rifle troopers, but these guys are technically rifle troopers as well. Speaking of rifle troopers, these guys are like lambs to the slaughter. This is another place where having high explosive rounds for the whale gun can be a little bit useful. We'd get 3 of those enemies with 1 shot if I hit them with the high explosive rounds, but at 400 gold per round, or pack of ammunition from Tycho, I don't really consider that to be too worth it. Now, you want to be careful when heading out over here. Let me see here, get this guy, because like I said, there are tons of enemies posted on the rooftops. Make sure you're at full health at all times in this level, or you will quickly find yourself running into some problems. Let me see, anybody left over here? Anybody who hadn't come running? Alright, we want to move quickly and cautiously around here. Try to stick to the walls, and if we can see any shot troopers in the distance, I'll want to take them out. We can also take out these, a little too careless or focused on those rooftop acolytes. We can also take out these rooftop acolytes, though, once I clear out everything in my immediate surroundings, if I can hit them. They do like to strafe, just like I do. There we go, 2 for 1 sale. Alright, next order of business. Yeah, I hear some shot troopers over there. They shouldn't be able to hit us over the banister there. We've got 2 flame troopers in here, so quickly whip out your auto rifle and just fry them with the laser attachment. Easy peasy, nothing to it. Before I hit this switch right here, I want to take out my satchel charges real quick, and I want to actually set up a little trap here. So let's just throw 4 satchel charges. And once we open that up, there will be a mechanized enemy over here. Let's just get his attention and have him roll over the satchel charges. And here he comes. Boom! Nothing to that. There we go. Alright. Let me see. I can't see through the wreckage. Let's try and attract these guys. I think, okay, I see some enemies coming from over this way. There we go. Ooh, and they got the high-powered rifles. Another one over here. We've opened up... Oh, God! Oof! Ooh! We've opened up a bunch of doorways, so when the enemies hear shots, they're gonna come running through them now. Like, another one's approaching right here. Another problem with, just the, all the enemies being posted on the roof, and the game not really having a way to differentiate between, verticality on the mini-map, it is, very easy to lose track of all the rooftop enemies. God, and I'm getting shot here. I need to take out that, tank. Oh. Sometimes you just gotta use what you have on hand, okay? I'd rather not, get careless there. There we go. And then I want to be very careful, because if I die at this point, I haven't hit a pattern buffer. Oh, God. No! There we go. Oh, God, no! Bad timing, bad timing. Oof, that was rough. Yeah, the gun jams can be quite devastating with something like the chain gun, where you're relying on the immediate fast damage to take things out. Fortunately, we made it out okay. I noticed that right away. Oof, that was scary, though. Over here, right past that thing, is the pattern buffer for the level, so I literally just missed the opportunity to save myself there. Very unfortunate, but oh well, it happens sometimes. We definitely want to take it a little slow over here. Got another flame trooper, but as long as we get out our handy-dandy auto rifle before it closes in, we're fine there. No big problem with that guy. Once again, just want to take it a little slow here. Got another flame trooper. I know there's some mechanized units coming up, so I want to be careful with that. And probably I'll set another... the enemy's moving around on the rooftops, and it keeps messing me up. Got a turret trooper over here. Just lean out and blast him in the face. And let's immediately get our satchel charges out here. Get some free chain gun ammo while we're at it. 5-finger discount. Okay, ooh. We'll want to throw some more out there. Let this guy just get close. He'll gladly walk over those for us. Not bad, not bad. Alright, anybody wandering into the central chamber here? Anybody I gotta worry about? Okay, there's an elevator in here, you gotta drop it down. Some acolytes will be waiting to get the drop on you on this elevator, but they are not too big a deal. Now, what is a big a deal, let me just reload preemptively here before we head up. Somebody's shooting at me. Oh well, let's go up. What is a big deal is that, oh no, I got caught on the corner there, yeah. Fortunately, unlike other first-person shooters, if you get caught on the elevator, you do not get crushed. The game is a little bit more generous than that. You just get pushed off or caught in the wall. Oh my god, this thing keeps jamming. Chain gun's a serious liability here. But yeah, just tons of acolytes, all ready to start chucking bottles at your head as soon as you get up here, so be very careful of that. Chain gun, when it's not jamming, very good for the situation. Boy, that is frustrating to have to deal with, though. I can see why the setting is off by default. Alright, so, now we've got quite a few options for where to go here. We also got quite a few troopers posted around the walls. Now that we have a better shot at them from here, and they have a better shot at us, I think it's better to err on the side of caution and try to pick them off with the whale gun as we move along. Of course, we've also got these acolytes coming in to just get taken out as well. Anybody else want some? There's an extra life for over there if you're not maxed out like I am. Kind of wish you could hold more than 4, which is fortunately something that got corrected for the sequel. Let's see here. While I'm walking along, I'll try and take out some of these. There we go. And hit the switch over here. We have a bunch of switches to hit around this walkway. That'll open up more and more doors, but our ultimate goal is the chamber with the jump pad in it. That shot trooper is already aware of me, so I gotta be careful when approaching. Yep, here come more shots heading our way. Anybody else alive in here? No. Sometimes I forget to check my mini-map when I should be looking for people posted around the corners with that. That's what that one down. Fortunately, these guys fire so low that you can just stand up, and they'll empty their rifles right into the walkway banister instead of being able to hit you, so not super threatening instance of having to deal with the elite acolytes. Not so elite now, are you? Well, I missed the one that I was trying to hit, but I hit another one just past it anyway, so it all worked out. There we go. We're looking pretty good here. Now, on this jump pad, try not to get sent too far. Over here is Tycho waiting for us. Nothing to say this time, but we could use a top off on supplies, get a Juggernaut armor, get a food bonus, couple blood bonuses. We've more or less got the full extent of what Tycho sells available to us at this point. Like I said, eventually he'll sell the Redeemer also, but he has one more gun he can sell, which thankfully there is another free pickup for it in the next act, so I'm not too concerned about that. Funnily enough, it's actually something of a downgrade from the Redeemer, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Speaking of the Redeemer, why don't we pull it out just for fun? Now, it's a little unclear where you have to go from here, but you want to do a sprint jump to get over here. And that's why I brought out the Redeemer. I just need to quickly take these guys out. There we go. Sorry for the ear-piercing screams. I don't like them either, but sometimes we need effective hardware to take out the threats that await us when we get into new areas. Get out of my way. Oh, God. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, it is not very ammo efficient, and you can mostly only get its very expensive ammunition type from Tycho, but in situations like this, it is quite good. I actually want the shock hammer for what we're about to deal with coming up here. Gonna get onto this elevator. I'm gonna crouch and be careful, because I don't want to get myself caught out here. Okay, nothing here. Oh, there they are. And, God. I'm panic firing way too much there. Oh, I see them now. Unfortunately, I think we're past the vertical limit for what the map can display, because as you notice, none of these enemies are displaying on the minimap, which is why I'm being so cautious here. Thankfully, we're done with the fortress. One of the harder levels of Act 5, actually, definitely the hardest level of Act 5, and the longest for sure. But we made it. And we are already at the boss level, Gaussia, the Angel of Wrath. Yeah, definitely a bit of a shorter level on display here, but that can be fine too, or shorter act, I should say. Let's just take out these guys. Kind of being impractical using the shock hammer, but what the heck, why not? Just for fun. Actually, you know what? Switch to the blunderbuss so I can hit that guy. Okay. You don't want to do your jumps when crouching. Crouching while jumping, not only does it not give you a high jump, it actually decreases your vertical height from jumping, so it can be pretty easy to get yourself killed by crouch jumping between platforms if you don't think to stand back up. By the way, another way to just quickly stand back up, let me see here, take that guy out. What I want to do here is get right here. Those flame troopers can't hit us from there, so we can just take them out with the auto rifle. And you know what? I'll also use some energy cell ammo to take that guy out. Let's grab these supplies here. Got a bunch of enemies over there. Let me just try and hit him with the points here. I'm going to turn on the burst fire, actually. As you can see, the muzzle jump is a lot less when we're using the burst fire. I always forget how bad the auto rifle's damage is. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. I don't see any more enemies, so let's just do a quick sprint and jump over here. Just clear that completely. There's one more waiting for us over there. Alright, got him. And a bunch of SSM rockets for us here to help us out with a threat over yonder. Fortunately, this kicker unit is just far away enough. Oh, and I don't have the launcher loaded. God damn it. That was really messy. Sorry, I'm used to playing this without the enemies being able to hear me. Normally, we're just far away enough that that kicker wouldn't be alerted to our presence, and we could easily take him out with rocket shots before he even realizes that we're shooting him. But that was not the case with how I got the difficulty settings here. Alright, we got 2 more elites posted around here. If you run up and just quickly grab the keycard, you will find yourself dead in short order. Blunderbuss continuing to come in clutch for us there. Let's get the red keycard. Now, before you go over back to that gate, that flame trooper right there, real jerk. He likes to post himself right behind the gate, and you can't shoot him, but he can shoot you, and it is very difficult to open the gate without getting killed by him if you don't take him out preemptively from here. It's not so bad on Faith and Devotion mode, but on Zealot mode, it is just absolutely nightmarish to try and open the gate while that guy is still posted behind it. So I'm thankful that we're able to shoot him from here rather than having to deal with that. Let's make our way back over here, and now we can open this gate uncontested. Just hit this switch here. I said hit this switch here. And we'll open up a little walkway for ourselves. Alright, making our way over here. Tycho, thankfully here to provide us with some supplies, as he usually is. Get another Juggernaut armor to top ourselves off. And let me see, how much money do I have? More than enough, actually. I'm gonna buy just a few more SSM rounds. And that should do us good for this upcoming fight. Alrighty. This one is a bit mean. The pattern buffer is actually past the boss. Now we have to deal with Gaussia. Gaussia is basically, hey, you remember that you can overdose, right? They fire plasma caster rounds like crazy, and it is very difficult to dodge them if you are not in the overdose state. Like, you see that right there? They're just going even harder on the plasma caster rounds, and we want to overdose again. Go, and we can just empty our flash launcher rounds right into the boss. And I think they should be dead. Nope. How much more have they got? Come on. Oh, goodness. They are durable. They can go the distance, and I'm out of ammo for that, so we gotta switch over to this. Oh, never mind. We got him. Okay, yeah. If you're not overdosing, that fight can be quite the ordeal to survive, and I would definitely recommend using the chain gun instead of the flash launcher. With the 2 overdose upgrades, though, not too difficult to take care of. Now, we can hop onto this little elevator over here. The escape hatch isn't right by the boss, and we probably get the strangest upgrade in the game right here. This is the impact grenade modification for the shock hammer. It automatically replaces the bolt caster and instead allows it to launch grenades like the meta magnum does. Not all that useful, honestly. You can just use the meta magnum for the same thing, but hey, it's free. Definitely one of the stranger upgrades you get, I will say. And with that, Intermission 5. This is the last intermission of the game. Act 6 is the final act, and while there is technically some levels after it, you do not get a chance to breathe before transitioning right into them. There are 7 more levels, plus 1 bonus mission, altogether left in the game, although the final level is a bit special. Let's take a look at what Tycho is selling here. Here's what I was thinking of. The Zeus Cannon. This is an energy pistol that also uses the fusion battery ammo type, but it's not as good as the Redeemer. We get a free one in the next bonus mission anyway, so I'll just pick it up there, but otherwise, Tycho doesn't really have anything to sell to us besides the usual, a fresh Juggernaut armor, some food bonuses, and blood bonuses. If you need to stock up on any ammo, which I do kind of need some, Actually, I was looking at the wrong counter there. We're pretty much fine on everything. I could probably liquidate all my submachine gun ammo and trade it for chain gun ammo if I wanted. But, with all that said and done, next time, the final act of the Citadel. See you then.
I don't dispute the doubts you've outlined, but it's my right to waste your time.